grab your controllers and put on your headsets and turn on your consoles because this is the Ready Player Pete Show! Hi everyone, and I am Pete, and welcome to the Ready Player Pete Show. And I would like to say it's really good to be back. And before I get started on my own video, I'd like to tell you that it was my birthday in January 13th, and I am now that I'm turning. Now I'm already 30 years old, and I thank you if you all players gonna wish me a happy birthday. And it's been great that I went through my party, and a surprise party that I went bowling and such, and all my families are there, all good. They're all really fun, and also then I want to wish you all that we already passed fully passed the year of December, that we saw the ball dropped, and on the TV that we're now in the year in 2026, so that means I'm gonna say to all you to wish you a belated Happy New Year, and so I thank you all, and thank you very much, and when you say happy birthday, so now I'm 30 years old now. I haven't played this game, but I only watch the gameplay only on YouTube, but it's a really cool game, but I'm still looking at it. I'm still keeping eyes if it's gonna be on the system or it's anything like it. But it's called Dark Deception, my favorite dimension review. It's gonna be a review about dimensions, bosses, and enemies. Is gonna be reviews about them, and then. And see what they like and what they do while you're in the nightmare dimension. So let's get started. So there's only five of them. There's only my top 5. So number 1, this dimension nightmare is called Monkey Business. So this monkey business is the map is like it's called the map. The name of the map is in the nightmare dimension is called it's called a hotel. It's like some kind of a hotel, and it's a nightmare hotel. Where murder monkeys is like servants, like serves in the hotel, because when I love watching the gameplay, when I saw it, I like when the player walks up to the counter and is ringing the bell, and it's like it goes ding, and like you like to check in a room for a hotel, and also there's a side it's breakfast and murder because it's free and also it's a free every day until 10 a.m. That's funny. The breakfast and murder, and that's pretty funny. But it's still good though. It's because you got to survive however you can, and as for the boss in this dimension is called Chef Monkeys, and the regular monkey servants, they call them murder monkeys. So this is I'll tell you that this is going to be the details of the chef monkeys. The boss of the monkey business level in Dark Deception is the monkeys, the chef monkeys, a trio of menacing chefs They appear after all soul shards are collected, with one emerging from the kitchen and two guarding the ring altar. They are also they're, uh, they are I mean they are also they're also slower than normal murder monkeys, but require careful strategic and invasion to avoid being cornered. Because you had to be much more careful and be much more alertful when they are being cornered, because they are very slower. They're very slower than murder monkeys, because murder monkeys are really bit faster. And as for the enemies in that dimension, is murder monkeys. They call themselves murder monkeys, and about them is the the murder monkeys are the primary knife-wielding antagonist creatures. The murder monkeys are humanoid with large bloody blades replacing their hands. They are relentless trackers, often moving in groups to corner a player. Yeah, because they are relentless trackers. So they were trying to find you when right around in the maze. Because when they have blades for hands, when they replace them, because they're so bloody, so bloody. And as for the map, the actual name for the map is called Art Deco Theme Hotel. And because in this level, the player is pursued by vicious enemies known as murder monkeys and later chef monkeys. But because it's a really cool level, and it's really cool maze level, really great, and it's really cool, and it's it is very interesting to me. Really interest. And now for number two is dimension called elementary evil. And this boss boss here is called his name is Agatha. And now the detail about Agatha. Agatha is the primary antagonist and boss. A ghostly corrupted child. She patrols the school, utilizing teleportation and high senses to hunt the player. The final encounter is a survival boss fight auditorium, where she teleports, charges, and plays fake portals. Well, I would stay away from that little girl if I were everybody, because this little girl, she's a ghostly child and she ruled the entire school. No, she's because these abilities she does is she does teleportations, she charges, make fake portals. Like, wow, really? Like, what do I think about her if she comes up? Because she's definitely looks so really menacing looking when she with red eyes, and when she comes to when it comes to boss mode, when she goes to boss mode, because she with red eyes and the red clothy, but the regular clothy is in the beginning she was wearing, but the boss fight it's red. But and the map is called a nightmarish haunted school ruled by Agatha, the ghost child. Because there's a nightmarish haunted school ruled by a ghost child by Agatha, because she rules the entire school, like I like I said before, she rules the school, and also the players navigate 2 zones that collect in soul shards while avoiding Agatha and her doll minions, leading to a boss fight in the auditorium. Because it's like the boss fight is going to be at the auditorium. Is like the stage with all the chairs and such, because we had tried to avoid her before reaching the portal to escape. And now number 3 that I like is called Stranger Sewers. Because the boss in this one is that I like in that dimension is called the Doom Ducky. And about the Doom Ducky, it is a massive, monstrous rubber ducky that serves as Malik's pet and acts as the level's final threat. His players must dodge its head-launching attack, using pillars for cover to stun it while turning the wheels in the arena. Yeah, because he's a big, massive ducky. He's a very big, massive ducky, and it with very menacing and very spooky eyes. It's very creepy when of his own eyes, and with his own beak when he's attacking. And but he's not but the Doom Ducky is not alone, because as for the enemies in that dimension of the nightmare dimension, these enemies call them Dread Duckies, because as the main enemy, these are 6 to 9 human-sized, murderous and decayed rubber duckies that disguise themselves among harmless dummies. They use speed and stealth, attacking with secondary hand hidden in their mouths, because secondary hand is they have hands out of their mouths. They like to grab in, trying to grab you. And as for their speed, they pretty much go fast, and they're very stealthy. They're trying to sneak behind. And as for the map, it's called the Sewers, because it's the name of the dimension called Stranger Sewers. And the Sewers is a dark water-filled and claustrophobic maze featuring dread duckies and the boss, the Doom Ducky. Yeah, because this maze is really a water-filled and claustrophobic maze. It's really filled up. And now for number 4, it's called Torment Therapy. And the Torment Therapy is now this boss in this dimension in this nightmare adventure is this boss known as the Matron. The Matron, here's the detail, she is a formidable enemy in the hospital setting, commanding the Speedy Reaper nurses, and is fought in a high stakes encounter involving dodging her attacks and navigating ambulances. She is known to be brutal, fast, and uses a giant syringe. Ain't about that. A giant syringe, and also she is so very brutal and fast. Whoa. For a hospital nurse, she's really a very furious boss to fight. And because as for the enemies during in this dimension, is called. They call themselves Reaper nurses, because about these Reaper nurses, the primary threats of the level. These floating nurses uses giant syringes as weapons, because that's really like, yeesh, like these pointy things, giant syringes, like, oh yeesh, not for the next appointment in the hospital. No, nobody likes that. They use giant syringes as weapons, and have a blink ability. They have a blink ability, allowing them to teleport in short distance. Because when they blink, they disappear. They disappear, and then they go to short distance. They go to short distance, and because they can go here and there and everywhere, but you have to be much more alert. Because it goes a short distance, too close to the gap between you and them, when they blink to teleport. Well, you have to be on your toes if these nurses are going to be teleported to blink. If they're gonna attack with their own giant syringe. And as for the map, it's called a Nightmarish Hospital. Because it's called a Nightmarish Hospital, and the players must escape the Reaper nurses, fast-moving enemies with giant syringes. Because the Matron boss, while navigating a maze filled with traps, needles, and medical themed obstacles. There's so many stuff in that dimension that you have to be aware to survive in this game. Like this is like because all these realms of nightmares, everything is a nightmare. You got to try to escape alive. And as for last but not least, we're on to the final, to number 5, is Mascot Mayhem. And as for the Mascot Mayhem, this is a very tall, big and tall killing machine boss known as Joy Kill. He is a big, massive killing machine, and as for him, an elementation of the Joy Gang members, like Hangry the Pig, Lucky the Rabbit, and Penny the Chicken. Okay. It is assembled by Jocelyn.
Salvage mode activated. Project Joy Kill is now initiated. Constructing. Joy Kill unit completed. Have a joy day.
The 7th level boss appears in Joy Land, and is known as one of the most powerful bosses. And because this is the most powerful boss in we ever is. Because when I watch the gameplay, that Joy Kill is when he walks like this, he's really like a giant, massive killing machine. And when he grabs the player, he just zaps with the eyes, and he can toss toss eggs to stun the player, and even zap lasers at the player, because don't let them hit you with one hit, because you don't want to know what will happen but just like probably a little just like a Terminator. And as for the enemies, is the Joy Joy gang, because the detail of them is Lucky the Rabbit, Hangry the Pig, and Penny the Chicken. These three who haunt the Joy Joy Land theme park because they are fast, intelligent, they're fast and intelligent animatronics, because that can use cameras and break walls and fly to chase the player. Because how very crazy is that? Because they take it all, they're like murderous animatronics, and they're taking the whole park. They're breaking through walls, and they can fly, and also they appear and they're appearing in nightmare modes, because any in nightmare modes they appear here, and they're always everywhere. And for the map, they call it Joy Joy Land. It's when I look at Joy Joy Land, it's kind of look like Disneyland. It's like you're going to Disney, because you like to see Mickey Mouse, like Mickey Mouse, Goofy, or Minnie Mouse. It's just like, if it looks like it, like you're going to Disneyland. But Joy Joy Land is where players must escape the Joy Joy gang, like Lucky the Rabbit, Hangry the Pig, and Penny the Chicken, along with their clones, and boss known as Joy Kill. But the clones, there's so many of them. Because if you wreck another of Hangry if you about to take down not just only one Lucky the Rabbit, Hangry the Pig, and Penny the Chicken, don't even think in there that you just not take out all three. There's more of them, of the clones. So before I end this video, and there's also one last thing of it, is the power up, it's a shards review in the nightmare of the dimensions. This was called red shards. They call them the red shards acts as a special optional collectible that reveals the locations of all enemies on the map only for 60 seconds. Well, because that shard probably interests us because when you see shards are red, because when you collect that shard, that the map will reveal the enemy is where are they in the maze, only for 60 seconds, because you know where they are if they're coming and looking for you while you're gathering all the shards, like they're gathering all the soul shards while you're collecting them. But last but not least, is known as the stun orb. The stun orb is they call it orange soul shard. They call it the orange soul shard. Is a power up that freezes nearby enemies in place for approximately 15 seconds. So what it does is this only stuns the enemies only for 15 seconds. It gives you a little bit of nearby time, because to give you some shards, and after when the timer is up, then they're gonna come back and find you more. They're gonna continue on finding you, but it's really cool. It's really cool shards though. So that'll be all for today, and I very much, it's really good to be back, and really happy to say Happy New Year once again. It's 2026. And thank you, and thanks again that I'm 30 years old. Feel free to like and subscribe, and turn on the notifications, and your comments down below, and let me know how did this video if you play this game, and then this is very well to see you guys again once again, and I'll see you all in the next level, and have a great day.
It's time we settle the score. Yeah, it's time we settle the score. Come inside of me. A vicious vendetta that won't ever let up is bringing the fire up out of me. Yeah, I come alive for the rivalry. I hear the talk, but that ain't enough. I'm about to pull the rug on your bluff. I'm fresh out of mercy, you out of